Going on, peoples? It's your boy Mr. B here. It is Wednesday, November 1st, 2023, man. Um Halloween was yesterday. My little homie went trick or treating. Quick trick or treat, nothing crazy. Where my brother, my niece, she got some candies, but she didn't really go trick or treating. But that was all good, man. I hope your week's been good. Um, mine has been mine's been alright. Been alright. Can't complain. But yeah, had some rain. Another rainy weekend. Got through with Sunday because I had to cook. So I made a cottage pie. You know they say shepherd's pie, but it's like I made cottage pie because I looked it up. Shepherd's pie is with ground lamb. Cottage pie is ground beef. So the ground beef, carrots and peas. You know, I didn't have celery. I did everything else though. Beef stock, got it thick. With the beef stock, a little bit of flour, cook the flour through in the mix. Worcestershire sauce, beef broth, and a lot of other ingredients with the mashed potatoes. Some nice mashed potatoes. Although I had to fix them because I had the wrong potatoes. But yeah, everything went good, man. Um, it went alright. Uh, Let me see what else happened. Football was kind of good and annoying. My team lost. Jacksonville with my team. Uh, my team's Pittsburgh. The Jets and the Giants played. Jets beat Giants. A lot of crazy stuff was happening. Kansas City lost to Denver. Psh, now they about to play Miami. Are they gonna play Miami this week? Let me see. Let me just check that. Make sure I'm not high. Let me check that. Yeah, they play. Yeah, they play this Sunday. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they play. What's that week 9 madness, man. And there's no Kirk Cousins. There's no Kirk Cousins, man. That's crazy. No Kirk Cousins. Miami plays Kansas City. And that whole Vegas thing is crazy too. Oh, what's up, Ted? Got Ted Hicks over here. What's happening, Ted? Yeah, we're gonna get into that. As you could read the title of this week's episode, Pandemonium last weekend. So let's get into it. There was no real MMA that happened last weekend. Well, Friday they had Invicta FC 54, which was a pretty good show. Always the ladies represent. I always support Invicta from the first time I've seen Invicta till now. I've been a fan, and that's when Invicta originally had the strawweight division before the UFC came and said, "Yo, let's buy out your whole strawweight division, and we're gonna have it on our platform." You know what I mean? Um, so I was watching Joanne Calderwood, and I was like, "Damn, I love that JoJo." You know what I mean? And Joanne Calderwood was there. Levina Souza was, she was there too. She was a champion. Claudia Esparza was like the main champion though at the time, and she was supposed to fight Claudia Gadelia. Things fell through, um, and all that other stuff. But yeah, man, they had this chick, Danny McCormack. Well, I told y'all last week. Danny McCormack defended her title against Carolina Wojcik. Um, Good fight, real good fight. Good back and forth affair between the two. Wojcik was trying to get a lot more of her takedowns, but she did pretty good in the stand up. McCormack was trying to she was doing her thing more in the fighting, the striking aspect. But then she mixed up her game and tried to put a little bit of that clinch that she normally does. and add a little bit more wrestling. She did get some takedowns. Um, Wojcik had a good third round, but then fourth round came and Danny said, "Yo, I ain't having none of this." Danny McCormack came. She put pressure. She got a takedown. She took the back, put Wojcik to sleep. Oh man, talk about a freaking like solid performance from Danny McCormack. She did like, yo, Danny. I give crap. Okay, I will say it. I'm one of the first people to give crap to um SBG when SBG f's up. But when SBG's on a roll, I will give credit. And Danny McCormack has shown that for SBG, Straight Blast Gym, yo, the gym that Connor made famous, yeah, she's really doing things for them. So good win for her, big win. As I mentioned, if she keeps racking up some more wins while defending that title, she gonna get the call up, man. My girl Christina Williams got a win against Danny's teammate there, D Begley. Now, it was a split decision. They both took a round. I think Begley kind of had the first round. Yeah, Begley had the first round. Christina Williams had the second round, I'll say. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. I think I can say that, right? And then the third round, yeah, it was the second round. And then the third round, it was Williams. Now, Begley was the shorter of the two, but I didn't know Begley was that thick, bro. Begley, man. Whoa. That lady is like, she's solid, waist up. She's like cool, waist up, but just thick from the waist down, man. And she strikes, she kickboxer. So it was pretty impressive to see. She was throwing some good shots. The overhands. She tried to pull out some judo, which was pretty dope, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. So I was like, all right. She pulled off some good strikes. She tried to do the overhand, but she was trying to get the throws on Christina. And when you're the shorter opponent, and you're the shorter opponent, and the person you're trying to throw is long, just tall and long, lanky, it's difficult. Christina used her legs to keep balance, wrap around, get the hooks in, to put some jiu-jitsu, get the back take a little bit. Crazy. But she did her thing. Got the win. Hillary Rose fought. I mentioned her. She lost to Amaro. Amaro hadn't been here in a minute. She came back here. And the fight was pretty straightforward. They was up there. They was striking. They had some good strikes going through. Hillary Rose, more leaning towards the boxing aspects. So she was throwing some good 1-2s. Tagged Amaro a little bit. Amaro was trying to put kickboxing up in there a little bit. Looked good. Hillary kind of pressed a little bit. Amaro switched it up. Eventually, Hillary got her back taken from like, I didn't know. It was just like so quick. She just came when she had the opportunity. Amaro just grabbed the back up. Locked up the neck. Slipped in the lock. Boom. Rear naked choke. First round finish. Riley Martinez did the same thing to Julia Dorney, but it was in under 2 minutes. It was just one-way traffic, though. One-way traffic. Riley got her. Fight started. They struck a little bit. Riley got her. Took her down. Had a lot of control. Took the back. Bruh. This girl was rolling back, forth. Eventually, Julia ended up on her belly. Riley just locked that thing up, man. Nasty. And Riley's also from SBG. But SBG here in the States. What's up? I just called you and you just went right in the room, bro. What's up? Hi. It's what's happening. You good?
Yes.
I'm talking to the little homie here, my great nephew. How's school today?
Good.
Good. You got half day tomorrow?
Huh?
You got half day tomorrow?
Thursday.
That's what I said. You have half day tomorrow? That's what I said. You have half day tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
You happy?
No.
You're not happy that you have a half day tomorrow?
It's because we have dismissal. It's because we have dismissal at 11:30.
Yeah, so you come home early.
Early?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
That's why it's called half day. You come home early. You come home, you get dismissed about what, 11:20, 11:30? Oh, yeah, 11:20, pretty much.
Did you have fun trick-or-treating? Yes.
You still have candy?
Whoa.
Can I have some candy? Some trick-or-treat candy?
Sorry.
All right. I know what to do.
What?
All right. Oh, yeah, and then we had this opening fight between Maria Dujic and Fernanda Araujo. Two things I'm going to take from this fight. One, Dujic is pretty damn cool with her striking. I kind of mentioned that. She was a kickboxer. Pretty solid. She stuck with her fundamentals, kept it very technical. Two, Fernanda Araujo is monstrous, bro. Like, she's ripped as hell. She's ripped. She was like super solid, but she's short. She's about 5'4", but she's super ripped. And I was saying to myself, if she could make 125, she'd be an absolute monster. She's kind of like what Jessica Andrade is, but she got way more muscle than Andrade did at 135. Yeah. She got power. You could tell she got power, but she got to work her technique a little bit. Yeah, she got to work the technique a little bit, man. But that was it. But let's get into it. Fights were alright. You know, we lost the Valeska Machado fight, which I was very disappointed in, but I won't go crazy about it. However, I will like to go crazy right now. On Saturday, last Saturday, we had live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Fury and Ngannou card. During Riyadh season, Saudi Arabia, top rank, skills challenge, gimmick promotions, co-promoted, mainly with Queensberry Promotions. Bro. Joe Tessitore, Timothy Bradley won commentary. Bruh, oh my God. I said last week that this card was going to be good. And I mentioned how much I really like this card. On paper, it looked good. And I was like, you can't mess this up. Good matchups on the card. This was absolutely one of the best boxing cards. Bro, what are you doing? So why didn't you just put it in the thing?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell Jason. You could have just said, "Yo, do you want this?" And any one of us could have ate it. Or you could have just wrapped it and just threw it in the garbage instead of pouring it out into the garbage thing.
Oh yeah.
And why would you ask for it if you didn't want it?
Because yes.
That doesn't make sense.
Of course that doesn't make any sense.
So why would you say it?
Don't try.
So people checking on me.
Racist.
He's a duty, man.
Don't act some dude, bro.
Yeah, you're our duty.
No, no, no.
Yeah, you're our duty. No cap, you're duty.
No.
Yeah.
I have to write you my paper.
Nah. Nah, he's butt. I'm gonna start buying my other friends Prime.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy all my cool friends Prime.
No.
Because he's not cool no more.
What?
I'm gonna buy my other friends, not the newer Prime. And not this guy, because he's butt. He's booty.
Heck no.
Heck yeah.
Heck no.
Yep.
Heck no.
No cap. So, look. Nah, you're butt. Anyway, so. Yeah, the card ended up being one of the best heavyweight cards I think I've ever seen. Or seen in quite a while as far as heavyweight boxing goes. Because heavyweight boxing is kind of like heavyweight MMA. It could go one of two ways. It could either be, I think it could go, no, boxing has three options though. Where MMA probably has two. It's either going to be really exciting or really crappy. Where boxing has it's going to be really exciting. It can be really crappy. Or it just levels up through the fight because you have the rounds. So that's what ended up happening. And yo, the card, fantastic. My dude Joseph Parker got a knockout victory. He got a knockout victory against Simon Keane. I was hoping, as I mentioned last week, I was hoping Parker to get a win. Parker got to get his stride back. Keane called him out in the third round. You know what I mean? Was talking that junk and said, "Yo, hit me with your best shot, talking garbage." Man got caught with the uppercut, knocked the fuck out. For the rest of the card, though, Jack McGann got a finish against Roberto Duran Jr. Yes, the son of Roberto Duran. Stopped him in the second round. That joint was ugly. That was at super welterweight. Martin Bakole got the KO victory in the fourth round against Carlos Takam. Moses Itama got a KO against Istvan Bernath. Itama comes out of the UK. Nasty, nasty cat. Arslanbek Makhmudov, yes sir. NABF heavyweight title, man, and he took that Intercontinental title, the WBA against Junior Anthony Wright. Arslanbek. If you guys need to go watch a fight on this card, like the top, don't even go wait for a top three. Just go and look up the highlights of the card itself. Because I can't round it down to three. Every fight on this card had like this magical moments. So it's not even like you could round it down to three. Honest to God. That's how good this card really was. This card was like, it was really magical, man. Arslanbek had, one round. This dude decimated Wright. And they came at the hands of just a brutal combination, man. That dropped this dude. Then he gets back up just to get decimated. Like, just destroyed pretty much. Man, Arslan Beck is my guy. I love this dude, man. Then I talked about Fabio Wardley versus David Adelaide. Two of the undefeated guys, undefeated up and comers in the UK. Talked about Wardley getting an opportunity to fight dudes in the States. And Wardley got the win in the seventh. Very good fight. I managed to watch it back. Good fight. All these other fights before the main event, I did watch. I did come in late though for the co-main, but I did get to watch it over again. Um, the Wardley, the Wardley Adley fight was really good. It was a really, really good fight. Respect to both of those guys because they're both young guys. Their records are still kind of young, but they destroyed people. All of these guys probably got like a 70, 80% KO rate. Not so. And Wardley was like what? Adley had 12 fights. Wardley had 14, if I remember correctly. 14 or 15. Wardley wins. Wardley wins by stoppage in the seventh. And he said it. He's getting one more fight in the UK. Because he talked about it. The British level. He wants to fight in the British level. He's taking one more fight at British level. And then he's traveling. He's going to the US. He wants big fights, and that's how you move. You got the ability, you still in your youth, go out there and get that money. He knows where it's at, and that's what you got to do. You can't just stick to the UK cash, man. Go to the US because the US are gonna go and say, hey, this guy's a big name, we got big names, we're gonna throw money at this dude and let's see what, you know what I mean? And let's see what he could do. Win or lose, you know what I mean? We gonna make money at the end of the day. So they go, see, now you're gonna go out there. Good job. Now, Fury and Ngannou. The talk of the town after the fight, it was just nonstop. Nonstop. Nonstop talk. The whole time. Cause the fight looked like a typical fight. Typical old fight. Both these dudes had nice entrances coming in there. Oh yeah, we also got to talk about everybody that showed up. Everybody that had business dealings with Saudi Arabia showed up. Everybody who's just big time in their craft showed up. They had over 50 world champions, 50 world champs or former world champs in the arena. You have boxing royalty, soccer royalty, music royalty. Yo, it's crazy. Vince McMahon and The Undertaker were out there sitting. Vince was sitting next to Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson and Vince were sitting next to Eminem. Yes? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, wow. Wow. Crazy, man. We talking about this guy. He went mad. He was out there and he attacked a poor man and his son. And the police, it was on Sunday. And they caught him today. They had a shootout. They put him down, man. They put him down. But where Fury and Ngannou. Oh yeah. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, all the boxing people. But yeah, Vince McMahon with his little mustache sat next to Mike Tyson. Undertaker sat next to Vince. Vince sat next to Tyson. Tyson sitting next to Eminem. Yes, Eminem was out there. That's crazy. Uh, but so many people, man. Really amazing atmosphere there. All the boxing folks was out there. Um, what fight was announced out there? Oh, the Shadeja Green versus no, that was Friday. Oh, I gotta talk about that too. That's what I thought I'd talk about that. All right, I'm gonna talk about this, and then I'm gonna go back and talk about that. Yeah, Fury went out there. Ngannou was out there. The crowd was out there. Boy, oh boy. I honestly thought, you know, Ngannou would go out there and Ngannou would show his stuff. But I honestly thought Ngannou was gonna get finished in 6 rounds. Within 6 rounds. The fact that one, Ngannou looked good out there is crazy. The fact that he looked good out there is one. The fact that the fight went to a decision is two. But he knocked down Tyson Fury is the biggest talk of the whole town right now in combat sports, whether it's MMA, boxing, it's the and I'm amazed. This man said he didn't have this, he had the surgery and he had to wait to heal, and he only had 3.5 months in total time to train, and he went out there and did that. Tyson Fury is the number one heavyweight, pound for pound heavyweight right now. Even though Usyk has the titles, if I remember correctly, right? They have Fury as number one. Um, let me get that because there was. Hold on, I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure because some people they have Usyk respectfully because Usyk has all the titles, but I have seen that some places do have this man. Okay. Oh, they moved him up. Okay, they moved him up. All right. So they have Fury. Fury sitting at number two. Okay. Because Usyk's supposed to be number one, but some places have Fury as number one because Fury holds the lineal title for whatever the hell that holds. He's a WBC champ, if I remember correctly, and the lineal champion. Um, even though my man has Usyk has all the other championships, but yeah, they still consider Fury because Fury never lost the title. He never lost the titles,
I still have my
so he's the lineal.
I know.
I mean, he is the lineal champ. So
Yeah.
so so this guy ain't got no. Yeah, okay. So he had his training with Eric Nixon and Dewey Cooper. Dewey Cooper being a striking coach, then Nick Sick, Extreme Couture, both really good. Um, Nick Sick, one of the top. Oh, all right, I'll check. But yeah, man. Um, so yeah, but with the time, you would think Ngannou would come in there. Ngannou was the striking. How much he trained, he'd be the barbaric striker and striking all that clean. People have the man really went out his way to improve his striking in the fight Stipe Miocic and that he's ever fought. Same thing with the man and Cyril Gunn. He improved striking, better boxing, and freaking put away Stipe. You know, um, and he did use jabs, use power punches, did fairly well, and we thought, hey, Fury, turn things up. Then the third round came, and that was when everything, all hell broke loose. When he caught Tyson Fury to the head with a left hook, and that man dropped. Boom. People boxing in boxing social media were losing their minds. MMA crowd is out there cheering and losing their minds. Because, this is Tyson Fury. This is the guy who came out of depression to beat Vladimir Klitschko. This is the guy who went through a trilogy with Deontay Wilder. What? The Gypsy King. Oh, man. And for the rest of the fight, it wasn't like oh my God, we're throwing bombs every round. No. But it was a very technical fight. And it was so crazy because of how skilled both these guys are that, Tyson Fury lowered his strike amount, man. His volume. Ngannou was very calm and timid too, and not wanting to get countered. So it was a very low volume fight, but it was a very entertaining fight for all 10 rounds. And it went all 10 rounds. In the end, though, Fury did get the split decision win. It was a very close fight. And Fury, they had announced Fury versus Usyk was supposed to be next month on December 23rd. That's what was put out there. Bruh, after this fight, Frank Warren came out and said, we not sure if it's going to be on that date. It could be later. When they threw that a date out there already, that it was going to be December 23rd. You know how crazy that is? You guys threw a date out. And because of this random fight, y'all are like, maybe this ain't it. Fury's face was all banged up, but Ngannou looked all right. people saying this drops boxing, this hurts boxing. Chael Sonnen was out there talking about boxing is not a real sport. I'm like, yo, you can't say some shit like that. If you determined enough to train and do what you need to do, get your study in, get your training in, put the work in, you're gonna look good. That's what it comes down to. It's not just yo, I'm gonna fight this because of the money. It's yo, I'm trying to go out there because yo, I like this shit. This shit is real. And Francis always said he wanted to box, even though he trained just this short time to box Fury. Ain't no telling how long Ngannou's really put in to be boxing. Really, if we really thinking about it, when he beat Stipe, and you know, think about it. When we really sit and think how crazy this shit is. I don't like being a lunatic, but think about it. He fought Stipe and beat Stipe on March 27th, 2001. So we could say from probably late 2020 to early 2021, he was improving his boxing and was probably continuing to do that shit and then carry that over to this fight. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know enough. But he looked real good. Now Tyson Fury won. They have split decision. Some people think it's a robbery. But we kind of forget. If you really watch boxing, you remember Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder knocked down Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury didn't get up and continue the rhythm that he had, he would have lost that fight. But it became a draw. And people thought Wilder won. But Tyson Fury managed to keep the volume going, to keep the good boxing and the volume going. And that's what happened here. Even though he did get knocked down, he managed to put the 1-2s out there. He managed to stay out to put himself in the outside, fight at range, instead of trying to get inside and look for good shots and put away Ngannou. He, he fought on the outside where he wasn't, you know what I mean? When he fought Wilder, remember he fought outside, but then he wasn't mad. He was willing to get inside and fight dirty. Not a lot of that happened in this fight. Also, that crazy elbow that he kind of threw, that forearm elbow, that was nuts. But Ngannou ate it and kept moving forward. That's fucking insane. Um, but good fight that happened. You know, I was with Ngannou, but then when I looked at it, I'm like, damn, you know, Compy Strike shit, that shit don't lie. You know, and I'm always like, hey man, uh, and actually I have it here because I looked it up. So allow me to share it with you guys right quick. Let me share it with you guys right quick. Let's share. So you see it? Okay, there you go. So you see, if you can see it here, total punches landed, total punches thrown within each round. So you see that the total punches. Ngannou's total is 18.18. Well, no, that's of the 10 rounds. So the final punch stat report. So we could look at it. Total punches landed. Well, we're gonna go through landed. Well, okay. First, so Ngannou landed 6 out of 23 the first round. Fury landed 11 out of 25. So that would be Fury's round. Second round was 7 of 25, 28% to the 6 of 19 of Ngannou. So you could give Ngannou because he threw less but landed more. Third round, 1 of 18, 7 of 18. That was the round where Fury got dropped. Fourth round, Ngannou, Fury, 6 of 27, 8 of 23. Then you have the fifth round, Fury, 9 of 22 to 6 of 27. Then you have the sixth round, 9 of 23, 39%. Ngannou 5 of 24, 20.8%. Then you have Ngannou 25% because he landed 5 of 20. And Fury landed 5 of 17. Higher percentage. Then you look at the eighth round, 31% because he landed 9 of 29. And Ngannou landed 10 of 39. So that's 25.6%. Then you have Fury in the ninth, landed 8 of 23. And Ngannou landed 2 of 16. So that's 12.5. Then the 10th round is 6 of 14, 42.9%. To Ngannou's 4 of 22, 18.2%. And that's how you see it. That's how you get it, pretty much. When Ngannou won the second, Ngannou definitely took the third. But the fourth round, oh yeah, he took the fourth round too. My fault. We have 3 rounds for the most part. 3 rounds, but remember, he got the knockdown in the third. So, you know, shit is crazy. If you're gonna look by the stats there. So overall, you see Fury's stats. Um, 71 total punches. 14 body shots. 71 out of 223, which is 31.8. And then Ngannou's 59, where he landed 26 body shots out of 231, which is 25. So there you go. Now, with all that said, do I want to see a rematch? They gotta give a rematch. Probably down the line. It'll be worth it. It'll be very fun, very entertaining, hopefully. Um I look forward to it. I would like to see it. Would it be now? Don't know. But I know Tyson Fury's gonna sit back for a little bit. And they gotta get the Usyk fight done. Usyk has been sitting and waiting. They have a contract out there. They claim that they had signed the contract for December, but as I mentioned before, things look like it's gonna get pushed back. I don't want Fury to come out and say, "Oh, we want to have a rematch with Francis to delay this title fight shit again," because Usyk wants to fight. When Usyk didn't fight, Usyk went over to fucking Ukraine to fight the war and then come back to defend. You know what I mean? He defended twice. You know, he just came off fighting Dubois. He's chilling. He fought Joshua before that, right? Yeah. So come on, man. I want to see this dude defend the titles. Let these two guys defend their titles and let's go. Like shit. Let this happen already, man. Goddamn. But other than that, I see Eddie Hearn talk about, oh, We want to get Ngannou to fight Anthony Joshua. If we could do that, nah, man, you want to be a hoe. You want to be a hoe. You want to be a hoe. You want to hoe out Anthony Joshua. Then go get Joshua fight Deontay Wilder, man. Wilder said he wants to line up a fight, but he's been training. He want to do hybrid rule shit because he's youthful. He still got youth. Um, he really wants to try his luck in this shit, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Um, but I would like to see Wilder fight Joshua. I want to see Joshua fight Wilder. I'm tired of seeing Joshua try to play these games and do this other shit with Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? Go back and fight these top contender dudes, man. Fight these fucking guys. You fought Hellenius. Wilder knocked this dude out in one fucking round. Took you 7. Man, the fuck out of here. But yo, I talked too long about this boxing stuff. Let's get into this. Okay, I could talk a little bit more about it. We're seeing him Ngannou's improvements, switch stances, um, striking with the using primarily the right hand, the right side, so he could use his left. His left was a very dominant hand. A lot of his punches from his left were dominant. They landed, especially the left hooks. The left hooks landed from southpaw very well. I really like that shit. He's more of an orthodox guy, but his southpaw is very dangerous, man. If he implements this joint into mixed martial arts, God bless. When he starts his PFL run, God bless. Um, but I am looking forward to it, man. Oh shit. PFL, do not blunder this. Ngannou has a lot of hype going into 2024 season. Y'all gonna be doing the ending of y'all tournament in the next month. Yeah, this month, next month. So yo, get this shit, line it up perfectly, get these matchups done. You got him there, you got Kayla Harrison, everything else. Let's get this done. Sidebar, PFL. I've heard from Al Zulino, who I think he works with Bloody Elbow. Is it? Oh no, BJ Penn, bjpenn.com. My fault. I used to work with Topology too. So the dude Al Zulino, as mentioned, who's talked about how the PFL has purchased Bellator. He's been saying this, so take this with a grain of salt. He's been pretty reliable, but he's talked about it. That they have low key purchased it, and they're gonna run the Bellator under the PFL as is, and let it just keep going for a couple of years, I guess, the next year or two. We'll see. I'll follow up with it, with the story, but that's what's happened. Um, yeah. So, uh, we'll see how this works. Um, yeah. So it looks like for the next 2 years they're gonna run they're gonna run Bellator. They'll run Bellator under the PFL, but they'll let it continue as the as they'll let Bellator continue as Bellator for the next 2 years, starting 2024. And after that, then we'll see. As I mentioned before, there's contracts going on, so they'll see who's gonna leave, who's gonna stay, and then that'll be that. So because people's contracts are gonna be over the next year or two. So if people want to go leave and sign to the UFC, you can sign in the UFC. If they're gonna pick up in the PFL, they're gonna pick up whoever for the PFL, and then whatever. If somebody wants to say, "Yo, man, we want Bellator," and they could buy Bellator from the PFL. Crazy shit, right? Crazy shit. But I'll follow it up, and then we'll talk about it later on in life. Um, but yeah, man. This week, let's talk about this week now. So this week, UFC. I think the UFC Austin card. Is it the Austin card? Yeah, Austin, Texas card. They announced some fights. I think I talked about. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, well, I think I did. Kelvin Gastelum. I'm talking UFC now. Kelvin Gastelum was supposed to get. Kelvin Gastelum's coming back to welterweight. Uh, he's coming back to welterweight, and he will be facing Sean Brady. Now we haven't seen Sean Brady since he lost. Yeah, he was supposed to come back, but then he got cut. No, he didn't get cut. He got injured, but he lost to Bilal Muhammad. He was supposed to come back to fight Jack Della Maddalena. There you go. But Kevin Holland fought him instead. So um so that's what happened. Now the Austin card is on December 2nd, which is my brother's birthday, my little brother's birthday. My youngest brother's birthday. Let me say that. He's not little, he's tall. He's taller than me. And I'm 6'1". So what the hell? We also got Dan Hooker versus Bobby Green on that card. Yes, Dan Hooker is back. Dan Hooker is back from his fight against Jalen Turner. He broke his damn arm. He healed. So he'll be fighting Bobby Green on this card. God bless. And then the main event on that card will be Beneil Dariush versus Arman Sarukian. What the fuck? That is a very interesting fight. A very good fight. Hell of a matchmaking fight. Hell of a good job on matchmaking. That's what I meant to say. Because Beneil Dariush, super grappler, good with his striking, but hell of a grappler on the wrestling and jiu-jitsu aspects. Arman Sarukian, super fast kickboxer, real skilled in his kickboxing with his feints and his movements, his reads. Got really good wrestling. Got good wrestling, could scramble. Pretty young. So let's see how that works up, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Hooker Green and all these other folks, man. This joint's crazy. So I look forward to that. Um, John Jones trying to sell fake propaganda. Talking about a little while ago. Oh, you had the chance to fight me, but you didn't fight me. Blah 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 blah. Some nonsense he said. I forget. I don't know. Because Ngannou said that he wouldn't mind if there's a chance for them to fight. But John already knows his dilemma right now. John had the pectoral tear. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Are the UFC gonna wait? The UFC can easily say, "Yo, we're done here." Um, John can easily say, "Hey, I'm done here. Just vacate the title. That's it. Call it a career, whatever." It's very odd. It's very very odd. But let's get more in depth with the UFC because we have fights this weekend. We have fights this weekend. Um, how many fights we have this weekend? That's going to be. We're gonna have to answer these questions together. Um, what I got? Oh shit! In 2 weeks, Bellator 301 is up. But we're talking about this week. And they got LFA 171 if you want to check that out. That's probably gonna be on Friday. Friday. I don't know what's up. LFA 171. That's at 9 o'clock. Thank you. 9 or 10 o'clock. LFA Brazil. Yep. You should check that out. They got the LFA Heavyweight Championship. Jesus Christ. Eduardo Neves, who's 7-2, is fighting Hugo Cunha, who's 7-1. Gabriel Costa will be fighting Jefferson Nascimento for the LFA Interim Lightweight Championship. Alisson Morillo, who's 9-1, will be fighting Marcos de Glee, who's 9-3 at flyweight. Marcio Barbosa, who's 4-2, will be fighting Gian Sartori, who's 8-2 at 145, is featherweight. Jose Augusto, who was actually fighting. Oh shit! How the hell did Augusto end up back in the regionals? Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, this man just fought on Bellator back in May. Yeah, I remember him because he damn near knocked out Rumble, and then Rumble knocked him out. He damn near finished Rumble in the first round of their fight. Then Rumble came back and knocked him the hell out, which is crazy. He was in that light heavyweight Grand Prix. Would have been big if he had won. He's fighting Richard Jacoby, but he's fighting as a heavyweight here. Ooh. And Caro Brito, who's 7-1, will be fighting Damison Rodriguez, who's 8-1 at featherweight. And then we got a couple random fights in the prelims. A lot of fights in the prelims. Shit. Lenny Silva, Sarah Barwick, some strawweights, some bantamweights, another heavyweight fight, 2 welterweight fights, 1 flyweight fight in the prelims. That's not bad. That's not bad. The Octagon card. Do I gotta look? I don't want to look into the damn Octagon card. Okay, I'll look into the Octagon card real quick. Remember UFC Fight Pass to watch these joints. Octagon. No, Octagon's on the zone. There you go. Octagon's on the zone. UFC Fight Passes for LFA. Saturday at 11 a.m. on the zone is Octagon MMA. In Manchester, England, they got 11 bouts. This is headlined by a flyweight bout between Aaron Abbey out of Wales. There you go, and Elias Garcia, who's 9-2. Okay, Scott Ashcombe. Damn it, this dude every time, man. Ashcombe been everywhere. 19-6, fighting Mark Ducis, 9-2 out of and light heavyweight. There you go. Jacob Bachnik out of the Czech Republic. We'll be fighting Akone Wanlis. Okay, out of the UK. Jay Quickenden, who's unranked, to be fighting Paul Smith at middleweight. They got a couple other cats. All right, this looks all right. This looks all right. But I'm focused on two fights. As far as MMA goes, I'm focused on two cards. On Friday at 8 o'clock this Friday, 4 MMA bouts, 3 kickboxing bouts, 1 grappling bout, 2 Muay Thai bouts. Live from Lupini's Boxing Stadium. 1 championship. Fight Night 16. Jonathan Haggerty, who is kickboxing world champ, if I remember correctly. One of their current kickboxing champions will be fighting at bantamweight against Fabricio de Andrade. Actually, if I'm reading this correctly, the vacant featherweight championship. Hold on, let me look this up, because I didn't look this up properly. I read through this, but I didn't look this up properly. Yeah, it's right. Okay. Okay, there you go. Yeah, see? Yeah, 1 bantamweight Muay Thai world champion, Jonathan Haggerty. Yes, we'll be fighting 1 bantamweight MMA champion for the vacant kickboxing bout. Okay, that's what it is. All right. So, the Muay Thai champion, Jonathan Haggerty, who just knocked the hell out of what's his name just a while back, will be fighting Fabricio Andrade, who just beat up our boy Hands of Stone, John Lineker, for the division kickboxing bout. So it's the Muay Thai world champ versus the MMA world champ in a kickboxing bout. And yes, Andrade can kickbox. This motherfucker can kickbox for real. So that's pretty cool, man. This is the middleweight, the submission grappling title. Tyru Tolo will be fighting Magomed Abdul Kadirov. So it's wrestling versus grappling versus jiu-jitsu. That should be dope. Saiksan or Kwan Muang will be fighting John Estupinan. Estupinan, yeah. Sound like Estupido. Halil Amir will be fighting Ahmed Mujaba. I think that's gonna be, yeah. What's about? What's we about for real? No, that's a lightweight bout. Yeah. Sin Samut Klingme versus Liam Nolan. 155. Paiman Zhang versus Rui Botello. The Zhang fight is going to be a kickboxing bout. Klingme versus Nolan is a Muay Thai bout. Meng Bo, my girl Bo Meng, we'll be fighting Hayaka Mura at strawweight. This is very interesting though. Bo Meng is the one chick that gave Weili Zhang like her first loss in MMA. and then Wele went on this insane run. Um, and both still doing her thing. Ayakamura, she's a judo practitioner, has some submission skills, but she's always going for this goddamn head and arm throw, looking for a scarf hold, scarf lock, or the straightened arm bar. Shit is crazy. Jiwon Kwang versus Ben Tainan. Yeah, heavyweight. God damn. Ooh, Christina Morales. Christina Morales, you gotta fight. Supergirl. Oh, Supergirl coming in, man. And Jeremy Miado versus Lito Adiwang, both of the Philippines, gonna be fighting each other. I like that. I like that. It's a nice little mix of fighting. I like that. Okay. Then we got UFC Fight Night. Now UFC Fight Night will be on Saturday. And this will be UFC Fight Night. Almeida versus Lewis, aka UFC Fight Night Sao Paulo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I really can't. I can't do this. I can't. Jalton Almeida is supposed to fight Jairzinho Rosenstrike. Rosenstrike had to pull out. Derek Lewis accepted this fight to take this fight on short notice to fight Jalton Almeida. This is Brazil versus the world on this card, per usual. About 13 fights on this card. Number 9 Almeida versus number 10 Derek Lewis. Also on this card, number 15 Rodrigo Nascimento in the heavyweight division will be fighting Dontel Mays. Number 15 Renat Fakhrdinov will be fighting Elezu Zaleski dos Santos. And number 12 Angela Hill will be fighting Denise Gomes. Other than that, there's a whole bunch of fights. Let's get into some of this stuff. We'll start from the prelims up. Okay. So David Onama was supposed to fight this card, but he got injured. So Yul Kim was supposed to fight, but she withdrew. Daniel Santos withdrew, was supposed to fight on here. Vuzaboyev was supposed to fight, and I really wanted to see how he would have done here, but he pulled out. He got withdrew. And Curtis Blades got injured. It was supposed to be Curtis Blades fighting Jalton Almeida. And I would have really liked to see how that would have went. Because Blades, I feel Blades has that big wrestling advantage. His stand-up's improving a lot, but it's the wrestling. Almeida's a strong kid, and he has very good top pressure. He offers very good pressure, very good. He stays very strong in the top position, top heavy, and he does good with the positioning before the submissions. So I would have really liked to see him fight Blades in this one, but things happen. So we got Kyle Fernandez, 8-1 versus Mark Jacasey, 16-7. You understand Mark Jacasey's been doing a lot of kickboxing. Fernandez 9-1. Kyle Fernandez, pretty good. 4 wins by strikes, 2 wins by submission, 2 by decision. His one loss comes from decision. And it looks like we got ourselves a little mix of a kickboxing bout. That's why they decided to do this. It's strikers who can grapple. Cool, I got you. Strikers that can grapple. That's nice. But should be a good fight. If anything, JKC got to watch out for a little bit of this possible ground game coming from Fernandez. Other than that, JKC should be experienced enough to handle himself. Good footwork he has. He's fought top level guys, so you can't really slack off on this one. He should be able to combine the kickboxing with the wrestling. Get better. Don't do what you did. Who was it? The last guy. He got submitted. He got submitted bad. Alvarez. There you go. Alvarez. Yeah, Joel Alvarez. That's what happened. Alvarez caught him with that Darce choke. He got caught. He slipped right into that shit. You know, 9 wins by decision, 1 win by submission, 6 wins by KO. You've lost by submission 3 times and 4 losses by decision. You can't allow yourself to slip and get caught up in any of these submission holds that Fernandez would be willing to throw up out there. As I mentioned, Fernandez coming from LFA, he's got some fight skills, but JKC should have the experience. But that JKC could get caught with some shit. The next fight here in strawweight, women's strawweight, Montserrat Ruiz versus Eduardo Mora. Now Mora got picked up by the Contender Series after her impressive win. She got a submission. She's undefeated. 3 wins by strikes, 5 by submission, 1 by decision. She won her contract this season with the submission of Janaya Silva. Janaya Silva in the first round. Silva was trying to strike. Mora got the takedown. Mora got the control. Mora got the goddamn choke. It was just real simple. Conejo Ruiz, Mad Rabbit there, 30, 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. She has some good striking. She got some good jiu-jitsu. She's heavy when she's on top. When she at the top half of your body, she goes for that goddamn head and arm throw pretty well too. That's another person, that headlock throw, the head and arm throw. She got 2 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, 5 by decision. But she's lost her strikes twice. And she got 1 decision loss. Jacqueline Amorim had beat her up ground and pound her last fight. Lemos stopped her with strikes, 35 seconds in the first fight. Remember that one? The right hand put her away. And then Amorim got on top of her, ground and pound. Canelo got to get back to things, man. I feel there's going to be another fight where shit might go to the ground. She got to try to put some wrestling, some jiu-jitsu, not the jiu-jitsu, but just get heavier and put some wrestling chops on Mora. You got to get the wrestling chops on Mora. Mora did get tagged, but Mora did come back with do some tagging herself. But Mora was very strong with her jiu-jitsu. It is a very leveled fight here. Shit. Who would I have? My brain is kind of saying, yo, take Ruiz, man, but Mora might go out here and do some crazy shit, some crazy jiu-jitsu shit. So I'll lean towards Mora on this one. The next one is going to be very telling. Angela Hill versus Denise Gomes. Angela Hill 15-3 in strawweight. Fought damn near everybody at strawweight. 15-13, and the majority of her losses are by decision. What the fuck? It's crazy, man. Angela Hill's 38 years old. Angela Hill's 38 years old. Looks like she's 32. She's got 5 wins by KO. She's been submitted twice. And she has 10 wins by decision, but 11 losses by decision. Majority of her losses are by decision, man. And it's crazy how she's had some of these win streaks. She had a nice win streak She had a 3-fight losing streak. Now she's just been switching between wins, and losses. She's up against Denise Gomes. Denise Gomes knocked out Bruna Brazil. Denise Gomes beat up my girl Dudieva. Was it? Yeah, Dudieva. Dudieva. Milana Dudieva. She beat my girl up before a couple years back, man. Yeah, and then Waregi. She fought Waregi. And she lit Waregi for up in 20 seconds, man. The girl's 23 years old, but she's tough, man. She got them wall out tattoos, but she out here for real, man. 6 wins by KO TKO. She's lost by strikes once. She lost by one decision, but she has 2 decision wins. And yo, she can throw. She can wrestle. She has somewhat wrestling game, but her stand up, her defense, her takedown defense holds up pretty well. And she uses that to throw these bombs, man. Whether it's the knees, whether it's the big strikes, man. She's out there. And she's forward. Always forward. There's no real back step to her. That's the dangerous part about her. So you could get hit, you can end up getting counter hit. But it's ugly. It's ugly. And when you think she's done, she'll put the pressure, she'll build up a second win, and it's problematic. This is going to be hell for Angela Hill. But Angela Hill fought Amanda Lemos, and you've seen how that went. So I think Angela Hill could pick up a win in Brazil, but it's going to be, you got to not fade in the third. Do not fade. Angela Hill could tag for all rounds, all these rounds. Just tag, avoid the big shot, or let Gomes throw the big shots and get her winded early and then take over. You have more experience than her, so that would be your path to victory. For Gomes will have the timer, land the big shots early, find the kill shots. If anything, I want Gomes to land to the body. Body, head, and get Angela Hill out of there as fast as you can. Who I got to pick in the pick, I don't know. Next fight, Modestas Bukauskas versus Victor Petrino at light heavyweight. Modestas Bukauskas is 15-5. You guys heard this name by now. Out of Lithuania. Shout out to LeVar Ball. 9 wins by KO TKO. Strikes. 3 losses by strikes. 2 wins by submission. 1 loss by submission. 4 wins by decision. 1 loss by decision. Currently on a 4-fight win streak. Being Lee Chadwick, Chuck Campbell, coming back to the UFC, being Tyson Pedro, and last fight out being Zach Pauga. He was on a 3-fight losing streak. He got cut after that Khalil Roundtree loss. Fuck. And then he came back. He looked pretty good. The legs healed up pretty well. He's done pretty well for himself. Good kickboxer, dude. Who's also put up a little bit of wrestling. He put some wrestling game to himself. And I think that's pretty good. It'll do him well. Unfortunately, he's fighting Vitor Petrino. Icao. I'm going to pick Petrino and my guy here. He's 9-0 out of Brazil. 26 years old. No losses. 6 wins by strikes. 1 win by submission. 2 by decision. Why though? Because Petrino can strike. He's a good striker. But what makes it weird is this motherfucker in his last 2 bouts, Anton Turkalj, he wrestled the shit out of him. embarrassed this man on the striking aspects and the wrestling aspects. Marcin Prachnio, he damn near pummeled this man and could have coasted to a decision, but submitted him instead. Bukowskis is going to go and throw and look to land the leg kicks and do a lot of this stuff, tag the leg, lead leg, mix shit up, and try to wrestle Petrino against the cage. But Petrino actually shows he got a really underrated gas tank. And that shit could prove to be problematic if he's out here throwing Marcin Prachnio around and he could freaking ragdoll Anton Turcal. You know, I'm going to take Petrino. I think Petrino's going to come out here and do big work. This shit is going to be nasty, though. Probably as nasty as the next fight. Alezu Zaleski dos Santos versus Renat Fakhretdinov. Now, Fakhretdinov, another phenom that's just showing up, you know what I mean? From the East, you know. Yeah, Russia's in the East. Right? In the East. Out of Russia. You know, this guy, the Kyrgyzstans, the Kazakhstans, all these Tajikistan. But we got the Russians, man. The Russians are let them know all over again. 1 loss by decision. 11 by strikes. Well, there's KO TKO. 7 by submission. 4 by decision. This man gave Kevin Lee the reality check of a lifetime. Submitting this man, beating this man in under a minute. Brian Battle, he beat, unanimous decision. He's been outside fighting everybody. Andreas Michailidis beat him by unanimous decision. Beat Spicely in the UAE Warriors. Fought a couple other guys, some famous guys, some not so famous guys. But he has a pretty solid amateur record, and his pro record is pretty damn good. 22-2. What the fuck? A man who can strike very well, wrestle insanely, and has a gas tank for days. Bruh, you're fighting Dos Santos. And Lezu Zaleski Dos Santos, who's 24-7. Now, my man's up in age. 14 wins by KO TKO, 1 loss by strikes. That was against Li Jingliang. Yes, ha ha ha. Submissions, 3 wins by submission, 2 losses by submission, 7 wins by decision, 4 losses by decision. Yes, Li Jingliang, that 3rd round, man. I'll never forget it. Best pick I had, man. One of the best picks I had. That was on the UFC on ESPN card. Yeah. Zaleski dos Santos has been here for quite a while in the UFC. He had some good wins. He had a lot of time. Well, he's no, he's been here for That's what the hell? Why I got memory blocked like real hard, real quick. But yeah, he's been in the UFC for quite some time. He's fought some good names. He has some good submissions, good knockout wins. He had that crazy fight for Benoit Saint Denis's debut, where he beat Denis, racked his body up, but Saint Denis said, "Hell nah, we going through it." And Saint Denis actually gave him a run for his money in the 3rd round. But yo, Zaleski up in age, fast cat though. When he gets submissions, yo, be careful. When he gets those goddamn strikes going, be careful. But you have an opportunity. Zaleski got some good wins, as I mentioned. Good submission skills, explosive strikes. Fakhretdinov can stay calm, poised, get his shit in. This will be an easy win for Renat. I know I say that shit while he's fighting Zaleski, but yeah, Fakadinov could come in here, put wrestling on Zaleski for 3 rounds, and Elezu will probably pass out in the middle of the second. But I'll take Fakadinov. I think Fakadinov will be the guy to do it, to put in work. Next fight, Victor Hugo versus Daniel Marcos in this bantamweight bout. Victor Hugo just picked up a goddamn contract, though. That's the craziest shit. He just fought last month. It hasn't even been a month since he fought. Oh, actually, no, it will be a month. It will be a month. That's right. Because he got his contract on the 3rd of October. By the time this card comes to way, it'll be the 4th. So, yeah, it'll be a month. Shit. Month and a day. But, yeah, this dude, nasty. Nasty young man, Victor Hugo. I didn't think he would be that good, but shit, he's really good. 24-4, 30 years old, out of Goiânia, Goiás, Brazil, Astra Fight Team. Bro, 8 wins by KO/TKO, 2 losses by KO/TKO, 9 wins by submission, 1 loss by submission, 7 decision wins, but 1 decision loss. Bro, I ain't even mad at it. This dude is just putting people away. Whether it's by a triangle, whether it's by submissions, he's beating you down or he's knocking you out. Technically knocking you out. This is insane. And he's going to be fighting my dude, Daniel Marcos. I like Marcos. Marcos just beat up he got the win against Davy Grant. Now, while I like him, I'm still stuck on whether he beat Davy Grant or not. I'm still stuck. It's a split decision. Could have went either way. But you know, I got mixed feelings. But yeah, he hasn't lost yet. 8 wins by strikes, 7 wins by decision. He beat Davy Grant in his debut. No. He beat Davy Grant in his second fight, second official UFC fight. He beat Simon Oliveira at UFC 283 with the knees to the body, where he dropped homeboy and then he literally punched him and then kneed him straight to the body. Fucking Christ. But yeah, he beat Brandon Lewis to get a contract. Very technical guy, very smooth. He can fight that Latin style where you get super aggressive, start banging, test the chin. But he also can fight very relaxed. I like his style, man. But I think Victor Hugo is gonna be explosive. He's gonna come in here. He fights. He's a young guy, but he fights like an old veteran, where he knows his time and he knows his pace. He knows how to do shit. I'm gonna give that one on Victor Hugo. I'm gonna take Victor Hugo there. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck just happened? Rebavix withdrew. Did I just say Rebavix withdrew? Well, no, I didn't. What the fuck? Kanan Kurszewski versus nah. That's a switch up, boy. He won a contract this year. Dylan Mantello, yes. He submitted this dude. Oh man, Kanan Kurszewski. Yes. He beat Mantello, my fault, Dylan Mantello, out of uh out of Massachusetts, man. He's from the New England Cartel. He beat that kid. Yeah, Dylan came back. He fought in the last episode and got a contract. But yeah, it was a back and forth, but he beat the brakes off of Mantello. It was a back and forth for what it was. Like the first minute was a back and forth, and then Krzyzewski kind of wilded the fuck out. Oh my god, 15-1. This is crazy. He's from Salvador, Baja, Brazil. 6-fight win streak. Yup. 4 wins by KO, but 9 by submission. He's lost to strikes once. This is going to be. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. And he's going up against Elvis Brenner. Now, Ribovix, it would have been chin testing between these two, between Brenner and Ribovix. Esteban Ribovix out of Argentina. Ribovix could fight, but Ribovix is a bit more reckless, a bit more determined, a bit more reckless. So Brenner could find his way, but this motherfucker Krzyzewski, he's very fucking good. Oh no. And Brenner, he's willing to step into the fire. Oh shit. 2 wins by KO, 11 by submission, 2 wins by decision. His only losses are by decision. And yes, Kutateladze, he came back and beat that dude in the 3rd round. Zabara Turkogov, he took with a split decision win. And fucking yeah. Oh shit, yeah, that was the only 2 joints that he fought in. Yeah. He was supposed to fight Levitt, that's right. But Turkogov, he came in and got that big win. And then he beat Kutateladze. Took my opportunity away from me to make some big money. But Brenner's a dog, man. But represents that shooter box mentality. Is die, is kill, or be killed. For real. And so Brenner comes out there, guns blazing, man. But damn, Krzyzewski is nasty. He's nasty striker. He got nice range, but I like his submission game. Ooh. This is a catch weight at 165. Y'all for real? I gotta take Krzyzewski on that one now. I can't say hell no. The next fight is the dangerous, one half of the dangerous Bonfim brothers, Ismael Bonfim versus the OG Vince Pichel. Now, me and Mike, my dude Mike Copenhaver back where we used to be. Yo, what's good, Gary? I didn't even see you up in here. You was up in here, blood. What's happening? I hope you're still in here, man. I'm good. I didn't see because I was here talking and doing my thing. But I hope you're good, man. I've been good. You know, I was kind of not well, but then I got well again. So I'm out here, man. How you doing? Oh, shoot, man. So we got Bonfim, man. And Bonfim, Ismael Bonfim, 27 years old, man. Servato MMA, 9 wins by strikes, 4 wins by submission, but 4 losses by submission, and 6 wins by decision. Brother. Oh. Let me see if I can get this guy. Yeah, man. So it's just Ismail's good. Ismail's good. He took that loss against Saint Denis, but in retrospect, you came in on short notice to fight that guy. Saint Denis is a warlord. That's a whole different, you know what I mean? You took the opportunity to fight the guy, but the guy came short notice against a guy like that. Nah, man, that's a death wish. But he came in, got that contender series win, was doing real good regionally, knocked the hell out of Terrence McKinney. Saint Denis, he's gonna come out here though. He's gonna fight his fight. Brazil, backyard. Come on, man. He's coming out here. He's gonna show the good skills, the good Muay Thai striking skills, put some jujitsu. But you're going up against a guy who's like scrap iron, bro. Vince Pichel, man. From hell, Vince Pichel. Big John McCarthy's Ultimate Training Academy. But he's trained with everyone and everywhere. 6 wins, no, 8 wins by KO, TKO. 1 loss by strikes. 1 loss by submission. 1 loss by decision. But 6 wins by decision. His last fight was a loss to Mark Madsen. But he was on a 3-fight win streak, beating Roosevelt Roberts, Jim Miller, and Austin Hubbard. Um, yeah, I am now, man. I am now. Well, how you? I'm good. I'm glad you're doing good, man. Um, yeah, dude. I was just here. I was talking earlier about the Ngannou, Tyson Fury fight, and a couple of the other stuff that was going on, and what's gonna be happening. Um, Shit is crazy, man. With these fights, these upcoming fights. I don't know. We was talking about Showtime a couple weeks ago, and how Showtime boxing is gonna be over on November after the Benavidez fight. After Benavidez fights Andrade, Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez, then that's it. There's gonna be no more Showtime boxing. So trying to figure out where everybody's gonna be going from there. I talked about earlier how the PFL has made a purchase for Bellator, and they decided to run the Bellator events for the next 2 years, it looks like, from 2024 to 2026, and they'll play from there. And then they'll see what they do from there. And I said most likely they'll probably take in some of the fighters. The PFL will take some of the Bellator fighters. Some of them will go to the UFC, and then whoever goes wherever, that'll be it. Yeah, man. That's what I was saying. Dude looked good. He played everybody, man. You know, and he said that he only trained for like 3.5 months. I don't believe that. I believe he trained a little bit more, but if that's what he could do in 3.5 months, let's see what he does with a year time. A year training. Be crazy. The middleweight fight here, next fight, Rodolfo Vieira versus Armin Petrosian. Oh yeah, who I'm taking between Bonfim and Pichel. I think Bonfim's gonna come out here like a man on fire. But Vince Pichel is a hard guy to put away, man. Fuck. I'll put a question mark for that one. Rodolfo Vieira, 9-2, multiple jiu-jitsu champion. Armin Petrosian, multiple kickboxing champion. This is your typical striker versus grappler bout. Or so you would think, except Armin Petrosian's takedown defense is kind of improved. His get-up from being taken down is improved pretty good as well. Rodolfo Vieira's striking has improved. But we still got to try to test his gas tank. Hell of a grappler. Super top heavy. A lot of position before submission. When he submits, he goes hard. But Armin Petrosian, good striker, can mix up counter strikes, likes to use the long range kicking and his long range jab. Jab is pretty damn good. His body kicks I like a lot. I like his footwork and movement. There are some things he needs to improve on. I wonder how he'll improve as far as the jiu-jitsu though. Jiu-jitsu defense. You're gonna need that. Vieira's a tough guy. If you can make Vieira work, though, in the first round, the 2 rounds, within 1 or 2 rounds, you make him work hard enough. We seen he could gas. Could you make him gas in Brazil though? We don't know. But Armin's gonna make this a rough fight. I think Vieira is big enough to go in there, put some strikes, get in, and get those takedowns. If he could get the takedowns easily, if he can get the takedowns easily, I'll give him the fight. But if he's going to take down Petrosian and Petrosian's defending the first two takedowns pretty well, this shit might go to Petrosian's side for the rest of the fight. But I think on this end, it's hard not to pick Vieira. I'll lean towards Vieira right now. It might change, but I'll lean towards Vieira for right now. Cal Barrio versus Abus Magomedov. I'm not going to waste time. Cal Barrio finally got his first finish in the UFC. He had a lot of decisions. He got a win. He got a finish. He bugged out. He flipped his shit. He was acting like, motherfucker, I got my win. I got the knockout. I got the finish. You said I couldn't finish. I got the finish. Okay, you got to finish. You beat my dude, Oleg Zuzek. And I was upset. But it was inevitable because Oleg Zuzek doesn't have jiu-jitsu defense. And if you're kind of good at takedowns, he's kind of screwed. Especially if you got that Barrio smart style of jiu-jitsu. And Abus here showed up. 14 wins by strikes, 6 wins by submission, 5 by decision. He's lost by strikes twice. He's been submitted twice. Decision, one loss by decision. It's funny because when it comes to the KO TKOs, I know the two people that he lost to. He lost to Sean Strickland recently, his last fight. And Lewis Taylor knocked him out in the 2018 season of the PFL. I am so fucking mad. Like 2018-2019 season of the PFL. I'm so fucking mad by that. Like, yeah. Lewis Taylor. Like that shit is like off memory. But yeah, man. What did I say? Barrio's a very smart jiu-jitsu player. He plays the position before submission thing. He could play position all day. Position and transition. He could play that shit the whole night, the whole day, throughout the whole fight. Make that whole fight dull, but he will win because he fights using his brain. Abus is a smart guy too. But I think this fight, Abus took that fight against Strickland. That was a weird fight. There was no reason for you to take that fight, but you took that fight. Don't get it. Abus got this full camp here. I want to see how he does here. Abus got a lot of fights under his belt. Yeah, a lot of fights. Almost. Yeah, he got like double the fights Barrio got. But if Abus loses here, I think they cut him. I honest to God think they cut him. Because you can't go from losing to Sean Strickland, who's a ranked guy, to losing to Cal Barrio, who's on the outside sort of looking in. Honest to God, even though... Yeah, on the outside looking in. What the fuck? I'll take Barrio. I think Barrio could probably win this one. He's been fighting smart so far. The only way I see him losing this one is if he attempts to go for some takedown and Abus reverses it for a submission. Then if he can't get the submission, he just gets a really good positioning to finish him with strikes. Other than that, I think Barrio takes this one. Next fight, Rodrigo Nascimento versus Dontel Mays. I mentioned Nascimento being ranked at number 15 in the heavyweight division, 10-1. Dontel Mays 10-5. Mays Mays is a training partner of John Jones. He trains at Jackson Wink. He got 4 wins by KO TKO, 1 loss by KO TKO, 3 wins by submission, 2 losses by submission, 3 wins by decision, 1 loss by decision, and a DQ loss. That's the story of Dontel Mays. He beat Andre Arlovsky. He stopped Andre Arlovsky. I am still mad that Andre Arlovsky lost to this man. That's this man's biggest win so far. He took an L to Augusto Sakai. Josh Parisian he beat. Roque Martinez. And I forgot he fought Nascimento before. And this is a rematch? Yeah, I forgot he fought Nascimento before. Nascimento submitted him. Cheryl Gahn heel hooked him. He was fighting the Contender Series, regional stuff. Yeah. This motherfucker lost to Alan Crowder. I'll never forget. Yeah, he fucking lost to Alan Crowder, man. What the fuck am I talking about, man? I gotta take Nascimento on this one. If Mays wins, I will be thoroughly shocked. I'll be thoroughly shocked. But Nascimento should win this one. He's 10-1. He's a big fucking kid for the division. Big fucking kid for the division. 264 plus. He's 6'2". But he looks pretty big. He's a smaller version of Augusto Sakai, kind of. But he's pretty big, man. 2 wins by KO TKO. He's been KO'd. His 1 loss is by KO TKO. But 6 wins by submission and 2 wins by decision. Chris Dawkins is the one person that have stopped him by strikes. But he submitted so many people. His last 2 wins were by split decision, which I'm not a fan of. But in respect, it was Tanner Bozer, who I know Tanner Bozer was striking the hell out of him, but he ended up getting the takedowns on Bozer to help him win. And Latifi, who did get the takedowns, but then Nascimento's striking kind of did help him in being Latifi. And you think he got a takedown too. Crazy shit. This one, I gotta take Nascimento. If Mays wins, I don't know. I'm gonna lose my shit. But the co-main is the other half of the Bonfim brothers, Gabriel Bonfim, 15-0, versus the tried and true Nicholas Dalby, 22-4-1. Nicholas Dalby, Danish Dynamite, live out of Denmark. 6 wins by KO TKO, 4 wins by submission, 12 wins by decision. All his losses are by decision. He has never been stopped by strikes, which is ridiculous because he's fought guys who have rocked his shit, and he still manages to get through these fights, even have comebacks in these fights. What the hell? You know what I mean? It's crazy. And he's up there in age, man. Close to 40 or 38. 3-fight win streak, being Claudio Silva, Warley Alves, and then beating the king of Kung Fu, man. Muslim Salikov, man. The Shaolin. He beat Shaolin, man. Yeah, man. The Shaolin master, king of Kung Fu, man. Muslim Salikov. That's a tough win. But yeah. This dude, he's a long guy. He's a rangy fella, but he's one of the somewhat I could say full size feather welterweights, but big guy, rangy as hell, fights pretty damn well, mixes up the skill set pretty well, especially all the experience throughout the years. He's done pretty well for himself, but Maritinha, Gabriel Bonfim, 26 years old. Serrato MMA. 3 wins by KO TKO. But the 12 wins by submission. No fights gone to a decision. All wins, all finishes. That is the scariest part of Gabriel Bonfim. I don't think I'm taking Nicholas Dalby because Bonfim can strike. And if he fucks up on his striking, don't leave your arm out. Don't leave your neck out. Don't leave your back unprotected. Bruh, it's going to get snatched and you're going to lose. Gabriel Bonfim is terrifying. Bruh, the Bonfim brothers both are terrifying. But Jesus, man. This one I'm taking Bonfim. In Brazil, man, give me Bonfim, man. If Bonfim don't win this by submission, Darby's going to get beat up on strikes. And I'd rather see him get submitted and go unconscious than to see him get lit up on the feet and go unconscious. Now, the main event is Jalton Almeida versus Derek Lewis. Number 9 versus number 10. Derek Lewis, late notice, taking the place of Curtis Blades. Jalton Almeida, riding this crazy wave. This dude is supposed to be a light heavyweight in the UFC. And they decided, hey, you want to take some of these heavyweight fights instead? And this dude said, all right, we're going to try our luck and see what we're doing. Yeah, about that. He fought Nashadinov as a light heavyweight. I think he fought Danilo Marquez as a light heavyweight. Look, I said, yo, let's just move the heavyweight. Parker Porter, rear naked choke, 4 minutes, 35 seconds, round 1. Anton Turcal, they fought back at light, I think it was a catch weight of 220. Rear naked choke, 4 minutes, 27 seconds, round 1. Shamil Abdurrahimov. You know how big that dude is? Ground and pound, 2 minutes, 56 seconds in round 2. Jairzinho Rosenstruik. Rear naked choke, 3 minutes, 43 seconds in round 1. And that didn't even come off a good takedown. This man had shot one of the most horrible takedowns and still got Rosenstruik down and managed to get a rear naked choke. Come on, Rosenstruik. But yes, he's coming up to fight Derek Lewis. This man has fought very good. Super insane level of strength, level of patience. His jiu-jitsu is strong. His positioning is strong. He will work his way to get you open, to get you submitted, or to beat you up and win. Derek Lewis, though, is the definition of amazing because this guy has said jiu-jitsu does not work. And if Jalton Almeida gets him down and tries to get on his back, just for Derek Lewis to get up off his feet, off the ground, I will scream. If Derek Lewis picks himself up from the ground to stand on his 2 feet, or if I'm made on his back or some craziness, I will lose my mind. But Derek Lewis just needs one clean one. You get one clean shot, you going to sleep. I know his last fight he was on the ropes, but I think for him taking this fight on short notice, getting a big win against Marco Rogerio de Lima, him taking this fight on short notice to travel to Brazil. I know UFC are gonna look out for him and do right by him. Derek Lewis is an entertaining fighter, man. You know, not many guys as entertaining as Derek Lewis is. Post fight, pre fight, in the fight, you know. So my brain says Almeida, my heart says Derek Lewis. But that's UFC Sao Paulo, man, coming up this Saturday. So, what boxing we got? We got boxing. I'm trying to tune in for. They got IBF super featherweight title fight between Joe Cordina and Edward Vasquez on the Zone. That's gonna be on Saturday. There's 4 fights on Saturday. You got F.A. Ajagba versus Joe Goodall on ESPN. They got Yocasta Vade versus Annabelle Ortiz for the IBF WBO strawweight titles, ladies fight. And Ilunga Makabu versus Never McCallion. There you go. This is interesting. Ilunga Makabu was the dude that was supposed to fight, that Canelo was supposed to fight to make the cruiserweight title fight. To see if Canelo could make it to a possible cruiserweight fight with Alexander Usyk. This was this dude's crazy master plan to try to move to get this fight done so he could possibly fight Usyk. But then Usyk fought for the titles. Usyk became the world champ. You know what I mean? Could have happened, Canelo had a master plan to try to fight for the heavyweight title, cruiserweight title, either fight Usyk to get Usyk to fight for the cruiserweight title, or just him try to move up to heavyweight to get his maximum to try to fight Usyk for a world title, heavyweight title. Crazy master plan, but let me see. Let me get this. All right, so let me look for the Joe Cordina fight. Okay. So, Cordina versus Vasquez. Let me show you guys. So, this is going to be it. Yeah, let's I'm going to share this real quick. Okay. So far, I'm going to show you this. So Joe Cordina fights Edward Vasquez for the IBF World Super Featherweight titles. Sivanati Nadshinga, 12-0, South Africa, versus Adrian Curiel, who's 22-4-1 for the IBF World Light Flyweight titles. Soleiman Sissoko out of France will be fighting Isaias Lucero out of Mexico, 15-1-0 for the WBC Super Silverweight title. And Alejandro Guzman. Oh, it's going to be rematching Ramla Ali. Hey. Yeah, Guzman beat Ali. No. Who she beat? Yeah, didn't she beat Ali? Yeah, she beat Ali. She beat Ali for the title. Yeah, because I couldn't believe how pretty this girl was. She was so Alejandro Guzman. Yeah, she was mad pretty. Yeah, it's gonna be the rematch. Oh, it's the rematch. So this is at 4 in the afternoon. Okay, this is 4 in the afternoon. Boy, oh boy. Okay, let me see. Got Chakba. There you go. So this is Jogba versus Goodall. This is at 9 o'clock. FA Jogba versus Joe Goodall. Goodall's 10-1. Jogba's 18-1. Raymond Maratala versus Diego Torres. Undefeated Raymond Maratala. Brandon Moore 13-0. Robert Sims 12-3-1. William Foster III. Henry LeBron. Oh shit, undefeated guys. At lightweight? PR. Alright. Omar Rosario 11-0. Oh man, look at this joint. Angel Rebolar, who's 1-1. Lindolfo Delgado versus Luis Hernandez. 20. Man, that looks nice. Nice lightweight fight. Isaiah Wise, Javier Martinez. Good middleweight bout. We got these prelim bouts. No, I'm not around for a lot of these prelim bouts, man. I don't frown on. Yeah, but a Jogba got beat up. No, he didn't get beat up, but trying to make sure. A Jogba took all those. He got low blow the last time, right? Yeah, yeah. He took like constant low blows. Damn title fight, dude. They even want to freaking fight for the title. My man was just there to hit low blows. Let me look for Makabu. Yeah, big Makabu, man. Democratic Republic of the Congo. Only in America. Oh, the Don King supported fight? What? WBC World Cruiserweight title. Noel Mikelian, yes, versus Linga Makabu. 29-3. 26-2. Jonathan Guidry, 9-1 versus Jesus Escalera. That's a big heavyweight, bro. This dude look like Joel Ortiz. The fuck? My dude looks like Joel Ortiz. If you see him, he's like right. Oh shit, he looks like Ortiz. Jesus Escalera. Trevor Bryan, 22-1 versus Cassius Chaney. Antonio Williams. We find Antonio Perez for the WBC FCF Fecker box lightweight title. I don't know. Devon Williams, 3-0 versus Merrick Black for the WBC Youth Intercontinental Super Lightweight titles. That's crazy. Isaiah Efren Wikelme versus Rondale Hubert. All right, this is on Fight TV. Don King Promotions, only in America. Yo, look at Adrian Broner, bro. That's fucking crazy. Oh shit. Yo, Costa Valley. Okay. Okay, now we'll look for this last fight here. And then Costa Valley, 31 years old. All right. Mata versus Ortiz. Golden Boy live on the Zone Saturday at 10 p.m. in Costa Rica. What? Yo, Costa Valley 29-2. Annabelle Ortiz 33-5. Avios Griffin, who's 13-0 versus Norberto Casco 5-1-1. Santiago Dominguez undefeated at 25-0 versus, let me get this guy's full name out of Brazil, Sergio Dos Santos Carvalho, who's 13-2. Why that name sound familiar though? That name sounds mad familiar. Or I'm confusing my boxing guys with MMA guys. Probably. Julio Herrera 5-0 fighting Dennis Espinoza 9-5. Jose Alvarado 10-1 versus Moises Garcia, who's 8-6-1. Marciela Cornejo, who's 16-6, will be fighting Cynthia Lozano. That's a middleweight fight. Joshua Jimenez 4-0 versus Nicasio Campos 4-2. Marciela Cornejo. Whoa. 636. All right, let's just do. What's wrong with this chicken nugget? This is Marciela. This is Marciela Cornejo right here. I don't know. Let's see if we got other pictures. All right, this is insane. Okay. I'm gonna cut it. All right. So that's what we got for this week. My phone got jacked up, so I'm trying to have it dry. Try to figure out what to do. Other than that, I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm well. I'm gonna have to catch you guys. Well, it's gonna definitely be. I'll be on Friday for sure. Friday because we gotta watch one. The boxing events we're gonna try to see what we can catch, but we have to catch the UFC as well. Um, Other than that, that's it, man. So that's this week's episode of the B sides. If you want to catch me, find me on Twitter, New Year, same B at Mr. B 1986. Drop a DM, say what's up in the DMs, drop a question or something. Read my tweets. Check my retweets. I haven't been tweeting much. I've just been like kind of chilling. So Then I'm on OK Live. So whenever you're trying to watch a fight, check me on OK Live. I'm also on Late Night Parents at times with the homies, Ted Hicks and Tony D and Brian. Um, I'll be with them. If not, I'm on Bell Kings on the Sundays, depending. Catch Tony D's broadcast of the Bell Kings with the guys. Fireman Rich, Bless, Michael Bathurst, Brian, TS Cattle Skull. That's at 10 o'clock. If I remember, Sunday mornings, 10 p.m. East, no, 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern, which is 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Um, catch that for your fantasy picks and football picks and whatnot, football info. Um, and yeah, late night parents is at 10 o'clock. Sometimes it's 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, or 11 a.m. 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. But catch that as well, man. But that's it. I'm out of here, man. Gary, thanks for coming through. Ted, um, appreciate you. I gotta see my phone, let my phone dry, and hopefully I can use my phone again. And yeah, man, I'll get back with you guys when I get the guys in chat get with y'all when I get back with y'all. The rest of y'all, man, be good, be easy, take care, all that fun stuff. Enjoy the rest of your week. Um, yeah, man. I know the war is going on. Pray for those folks, people who aren't well. People, if you lost somebody's not well. Pray for them. If you know somebody you ain't contacted in a while, call them. Yeah, man. Be easy. Be well. I'll talk to y'all when I talk to y'all, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Till we meet each other again. Peace.